You killed Laci because you didn't want to be married and you didn't want to be a father.
That's so offensive. It's so disgusting.
I certainly regret cheating on Laci.
Why did you keep talking to Amber Fry after Laci disappeared?
I was searching for my family, stay in contact with Amber, I thought, and she wouldn't get into the picture, complicate, ruin the search.
What's the deal, y'all? It's Pete Thuggin back at it again with another video, and I got some new information for y'all. But before we get into it, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on my post notifications so that I can keep you updated on the latest gossip and interesting topics on YouTube. Now let's get into it. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that I'm saying with the content presented in the video is meant to be enjoyed, and it's not meant to be taken as factual evidence or legal advice. Scott Peterson, a name that became synonymous with betrayal, heartbreak, and murder, the story of Scott and his wife Laci captivated and horrified the American public, leading to one of the most infamous murder trials in modern history. But to truly understand this case, we must first look at the people they were before it all began. Scott Peterson's early life. Born on October 24th, 1972, in San Diego, California, Scott Peterson was the youngest of two sons to Lee and Jackson Peterson. Scott's family was well off, and he enjoyed a stable, supportive upbringing. An athlete and model student, Scott was known to be charismatic, intelligent, and ambitious. Scott met Laci Rocha while attending Cal Poly University. Laci, an outgoing and caring woman, immediately took interest in Scott. The two quickly fell in love. They married in 1997, moved to Modesto, California, and seemed destined for a bright future together. Scott secured a job in agricultural sales, while Laci looked forward to becoming a mother. By 2002, the couple was eagerly expecting their first child, whom they planned to name Connor. But on December 24, 2002, everything changed. Laci, then 8 months pregnant, vanished. Scott told authorities that he had gone fishing that morning, returning home to find Laci gone. The Modesto Police Department launched an intensive search, but as days turned into weeks, there was still no sign of Laci or Connor. Laci's disappearance quickly gained national attention, sparking a community-wide search, efforts, and captured the hearts of people across the nation. However, suspicion soon turned towards Scott, whose behavior was described as detached and inconsistent. His calm demeanor during previous interviews raised eyebrows, and whispered infidelity began to surface. Uncovering the affair and building suspicion. On January 24, 2003, the case took a dramatic turn when Amber Frey, a Fresno-based massage therapist, came forward. She revealed that she and Scott had been dating since November of 2002, and Scott had lied to her about being single. Amber's admissions shocked the public, who now saw Scott not only as unfaithful, but as a potentially untrustworthy person. Amber agreed to work with law enforcement, recording conversations with Scott, where he made troubling comments, including telling her he had lost his wife. This admission was made weeks before Laci officially gone missing. In April 2003, 4 months after Laci's disappearance, a grim discovery was made near the San Francisco Bay. The decomposed remains of a fetus were found washed ashore, and soon after, a woman's torso was discovered nearby. DNA testing confirmed the body was those of Laci Peterson and her unborn son, Connor. With the tragic discovery, police moved quickly to arrest Scott Peterson, who was found in possession of multiple cell phones, a large sum of cash, and his brother's ID, and camping supplies, suggesting he may have been attempting to flee. The trial of Scott Peterson began in 2004, attracted international media attention. Prosecutors agreed that Scott had planned to kill Laci so he could escape the responsibilities of fatherhood and pursue a new life without her. The highlight is Scott's affair with Amber Frey, his lack of grief, and the lies he told both Frey and law enforcement. The prosecution presented forensic evidence linking Scott to the San Francisco Bay Area on the day Laci went missing. Though much of the evidence was circumstantial, the prosecution argued it pointed to premeditated murder. Meanwhile, Scott's defense team claimed that the lack of direct evidence meant reasonable doubt existed and suggested that Laci may have been targeted by strangers. The verdict in sentencing on November 12th of 2004, the jury found Scott Peterson guilty of first-degree murder for Laci's death and second-degree murder for the death of the unborn son. He was sentenced to death and sent to San Quentin State Prison, where he awaited his execution. Too many The verdict offered a sense of closure as they believed justice had been served for Laci and Connor. However, the case continued to generate discussion and debate over the strength of the evidence and the fairness of the trial. Now with the life on death row and appeals, since his conviction, Scott Peterson has remained on death row. Though his case did not fade from public attention in 2020, the California Supreme Court overturned his death sentence due to issues with jury selection, but upheld his conviction. Later that year, a judge ruled he would receive a new sentencing trial. Yet no execution date is set, as California declared there will be no more death penalty as of right now. The legacy of Laci Peterson's case. The case of Scott and Laci Peterson remains one of the most infamous in American true crime history. For many, it symbolized a betrayal of love and family trust, a chilling reminder of hiding secrets behind a seemingly perfect facade. Laci's family has kept her memory alive through advocacy efforts, raising awareness about domestic violence, and supporting laws to protect pregnant women and their unborn children. Laci Peterson's life was tragically cut short, but her memory lives on as a reminder of the devastating impact of this case. While Scott Peterson remains behind bars, many questions linger, and the public eye continues to grapple with the unsettling story of a husband, a wife, and a broken family. In the memory of Laci and Connor Peterson. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope that this one was entertaining as well. I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I got more videos for y'all coming real soon. Just stay tuned. You know how I do. You know how I get down, and I gets down. Pete Duggan is out.